Hello, and we kick off the second video now of today's lesson. This is for sixth grade government and society. By now, our substitute teacher, thank you for being with us. I hope that you pass out the papers to our students right about now or have done it already. So then let's get started. Government and society in ancient Rome. First key terms and person of the section is magistrate. Magistrates are officials elected to fulfill specific duties for the city. Usually they are judges. Number two, councils. A council is the most powerful elected official in the Roman Republic. In some classes, we talked about these being like presidents of Rome. There are two of them. They are elected. One of them is going to run the city of Rome. The other one is going to run the military of Rome. And they can only sit in power for 1 year, but we'll discuss that more in the future, but we've already covered a little bit of it. Roman, that's the next key term, and it is, oh, Roman Senate. I apologize. It's Roman Senate. And that is a powerful group of wealthy citizens who who advised the elected officials. Veto, the key term of veto we probably know from America understanding the US Constitution. Veto means to prohibit an official action. Latin. Latin means the languages spoken by the ancient Romans. Latin languages eventually became, well, Latin, Spanish, French, and Romanian. Checks and balances is the next key word and person. Checks and balances are methods of balancing power. The forum comes next. The forum, pictured on the first slide, is Rome's meeting place. It's Rome's public meeting place. Roman government. During the 400s BC, the plebeians were unhappy. Plebeians from our last section means the means the common people, yes. The plebeians were unhappy in the 400s BC that they did not have any say in the government. The city's leaders knew that they had to compromise, or the plebeians might rise up and overthrow their mostly patrician government. So the patricians created positions in the government for the plebeians: a tripartite government, a three-part government. A government with three parts was established to keep any one group from gaining too much power. One of those groups was the Roman Senate. Another of those groups was the patrician form of the government. And the last one was the government for the common people, the plebeians. If we're moving too fast through this sub, feel free to go backwards in this video, rewind, to provide students with the time to fill in the blanks on their papers. The next section, Roman government, magistrates. The first part of the government was made up of elected officials called magistrates. The most powerful magistrates were called councils. Two councils were elected each year to run the city and lead the army. The councils got advice from the Roman Senate, the group of elected people for Rome. And pause here. If students are ready to go, hit unpause to go to the next slide. Roman government, the next part, the Senate. The Senate was a council of wealthy and powerful citizens. And the funniest thing is they held seats for life in the Roman government. They couldn't get recalled, though the one ruler, a dictator, could get recalled. A blanking on the word right now, a council could get recalled too, and those seats had limited time. Anyway, a council was only elected for 1 year, and a dictator was elected for only 6 months. Magistrates who finished their 1 year terms earned a seat in the Senate, so the Senate gained more power as time had passed. The Senate had two parts. The first branch was made up of assemblies, and the assemblies elected magistrates. The magistrates ran the city of Rome. Now, when you saw the Senate had two parts, did that make you think of anything? I can't hear you, but I hope it did, and that it made you think of the two parts of our legislative branch here in the United States, the House and the Senate. The in one branch, the House and the Senate make up two parts of the one branch of our legislative system in America. The Roman government, the next part, assemblies. The third branch was a group of officials called tribunes. The tribunes had the power to veto or prohibit actions by the government. Veto means to forbid in Latin. Latin is the ancient Roman language. Our president can veto any laws that are made in Congress, another word for the legislative branch. Our president can say no, he doesn't like that law, and his no on the law means it doesn't pass, and it goes back to the Senate. And this is more for American history, but if the president declines a law, vetoes it, it goes back to the Senate and they can change it or they can revote. And if it wins with a two-thirds majority, it is still the law. It jumps over the president. All right. I hope by now everyone has this slide copied, but if not, feel free to pause. Checks and balances. Checks and balances existed to even out power. Some officials had the power to block actions by other officials. Action could be stalled if people could not work together. But when an agreement was reached, Rome would work fairly strong and efficiently. Rome did eventually become the most powerful civilization of the ancient world, in fact. All right, pause if you need more time. Written laws keep order. At first, Rome's laws were not written down, so it was hard to know like what your job was even and what the duties were even. I know if some people were told they uh, if some people are not told that they can't do something, they just think they can automatically do it. Like running in the halls is a rule that I think of that if not written down, it probably would happen. And just so you know, if I'm not there, do not run in the halls. People thought that it was not fair to be charged by laws that they did not know existed. So in 450, Rome's first legal code was written on 12 bronze tablets. These written laws were displayed in the Forum. The Forum is Rome's public meeting place. Although the Romans continued to add more and more laws to their law code, the basic law of the 12 tables remained the bottom level of Roman law, remained unchanged. So the law of the 12 tables is the first written laws in ancient Rome. We'd kind of gone over the laws of some other ancient places as we've been discussing our tour of the ancient world this year. But Mesopotamia has a very famous law code that we had discussed called the Law Code of Hammurabi. And although it is not a official law for everybody, the Hippocratic Oath is the law for doctors. We remember discussing the Hippocratic Oath, coming up with the differences between the ancient text of the Hippocratic Oath and the modern text of today's 2021 Hippocratic Oath. That was a fun activity. All right. Pause here if you need more time. But other than that, I'm moving on. The Roman Forum. The Forum was the heart of Rome. It served as the marketplace, it served as temples, it served as the public house for any political debates, and it served as even bathhouses and places for shopping and entertainment. Although I probably did just say marketplace, and I'll know that when I play this video back. All of the important government functions and religious temples were there at the Forum. It was also the main meeting place for Roman citizens to give political speeches and to share their ideas about how Rome should be governed and how life of Rome is. Think of it as the Easton or the Polaris of Rome. The forum was used for public speeches and for shopping and entertainment, just like the Easton and Polaris here in Columbus. All right, pause, or I'm moving on. Here's the picture of the forum today. On the last slide was the forum, a computer model of the forum in its heyday, back when Rome was strong and in its heyday in BC. Now in 2021, it looks like this. And we get to the questions. The the 5 questions up here are going to be for your homework, so I will check these on Friday, as well as the other work that is assigned in, the whatever the sub handed you today is either a section quiz or it's fill in the blank. So enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. If there's any time left, please, please, please use it to work on my questions. And when you are done with that, find something else to work on. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I will see you on Friday.